I say I don't have contempt, but I feel it. Not toward people, toward what we have become. You see, I believe in hierarchy and that it's real. Some things matter more than others. A celebrity divorce does not weigh the same as a genocide. A pop star's latest spiral does not carry the same moral gravity of a child sold into trafficking. And most people would agree with that if you asked them directly. But when no one is asking, when we're alone with our phones, our attention tells a different story. And attention is a kind of confession. I used to think my frustration was simple. Why can't people see what matters? Why does entertainment win? Why does spectacle outpace suffering? But if I'm honest, there's something underneath that irritation. I can handle hard things, not perfectly. I'm human, but my capacity for weight is very high. I can sit with war footage. I can read court documents that would make most people's stomach turn. I can trace corruption. I can carry stories that most people instinctively scroll past. My sorrow isn't that I can handle the news cycle. It's that so many others don't seem to want to. And that's where something ugly grows within me. Isolation. The moral authority. Not intentional, not declared, just a subtle internal elevation. I'm willing to look. Why aren't you? That's a slide. And a few days ago, it broke me a little. I realized I am not Christ. And I inherently know that. You know that. But my thought process did not understand that. You see, he bears the sin of the world. I do not. He carries the weight of global injustice. I cannot. Somehow, without saying it out loud, I had started to live as if mass awareness required mass responsibility. As if seeing evil at scale meant I was obligated to hold it at scale. But I struggled to fix simple problems inside my own home. I grew weary of navigating the needs of aging parents and parenting from a distance. I get overwhelmed by ordinary friction. And yet, part of me believes I should be able to shift the moral direction of a civilization. And that's not humility, that's overreach. It's what happens when care quietly turns into assumed jurisdiction. The truth is, we are living inside a structure our nervous systems were never built for. You can watch war unfold in real time from your couch. You can learn the names of kidnapped children you'll never meet. You can refresh an app and see another bombing, another indictment, another atrocity while sitting in your kitchen. And there's nothing you can do about most of it. You absorb emotional weight without authority. You carry grief with proximity. You argue policies you will never influence. On the same screen, on the same little sized rectangles, you see mass graves and a celebrity meltdown, one swipe apart. The algorithm does not sort by moral importance. It sorts by engagement. So it shows you whatever keeps you scrolling, whatever spikes your nervous system, just enough to stay. We know more about trials across oceans than about the loneliness of an elderly neighbor down the street. We can name foreign political leaders, but not the burdens in our own church pews. And this isn't always cruelty. Often, it's preservation. Humans narrow under pressure. We shrink our focus to what we can metabolize. Entertainment offers relief. Horror demands stamina. Most people already are carrying children and debt, health issues, strained marriages, unstable economies. Add global evil to that and something has to give. So attention drifts. Not because hierarchy isn't real, but because capacity is limited. And here's the tension I can't escape. If hierarchy of importance is real, why doesn't hierarchy of attention follow? Why doesn't that matter, what matters most, automatically command us most? And I don't have a solution to that. I wish I knew the answer to that. I only know this. Care without formation collapses into avoidance. Exposure without agency turns into numbness. And capacity, if it isn't humbled, can quietly mutate into moral superiority. I am not Christ. I cannot carry the world as he did. But I also cannot pretend the hierarchy isn't real. So I live here. Maybe you do too. In the tension between moral weight and human limitation. Trying to keep my concern from turning into contempt and my clarity from turning into control. And I'm not convinced that the tension is meant to resolve.